Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Want to introduce you to Debbie Hardy, sitting next to me, and also Dr. Darren Scott. He's a chiropractic physician, Debbie's doctor. Debbie's lost 105 pounds in the last 6 months.
Is that another body?
She's a mom of one, and you just weren't feeling great. Debbie, tell us what life was like before you lost the weight.
I didn't have no energy. I was losing hair. I had digestive issues.
I'm not sleeping at night.
Not sleeping.
And did it come on all of a sudden, or did you just not notice what your health was doing?
It just prolonged and kind of got worse as time went by.
Well, what did you think? Because a lot of people self-diagnose now, and people watching at home will be thinking, yeah, I've got a few of those issues, but I've got this problem. You know, what did you feel that there was anything wrong? Did you think you wanted to put a name to it?
I just thought it was thyroid issues. They give you a pill and say, now you'll be good. And
so
it don't
were you
work
on
that
medication
way.
for
Yes.
thyroid issues? And that wasn't working?
No.
And what was your GP saying about that?
Not a thing.
Nothing?
You couldn't find answers.
I didn't really pursue it a lot then.
So at some point, you end up in Dr. Scott's office. What did you say to him? Help at that point?
I just listened to what he had to say and liked it and thought I'd try it.
All right, Dr. Scott, what did you say to her?
Well, what we did is we had to do extensive testing to really find out what the underlying cause of why she was gaining the weight, why she had fatigue, why she was having all of these issues. And come to find out with her, she had Hashimoto's disease, she was pre-diabetic, she had all sorts of hormone imbalances. And so what we tell her is, like, we need to fix these underlying problems first, and then the weight will melt off you. And that's why what we do works. Because everybody's looking at the weight as the problem, and it's really a symptom of usually multiple problems, not just usually one, but there's multiple issues, just like with Debbie.
So when you say tests, Dr. Scott, what were the tests that you had to actually do?
Some of the tests we did, like we had to do a complete thyroid panel, not just a couple markers, but we do all of the markers. We do a metabolic panel, we do extensive testing to find out what is really going on with the patient, instead of just doing, you know, 3 or 4 different tests and go from there.
And what I thought was so interesting is Debbie said, I kept eating less. I was down to 1 meal a day and still gaining weight.
Yeah, this is really common because a lot of the patients we see, they've been exercising, they've been eating right, they've been trying to do all this stuff, but they're adding weight to it. And because, again, there's fundamental problems that were in her system that just needed to be corrected. That's why she lost 105 pounds.
Once you diagnose those underlying issues,
exactly,
this is what you needed to actually do. How are you feeling now? You've lost it over 6 months.
I feel
Tell
great.
us the benefits.
I feel like I'm kind of normal again. I have more energy, digestive, and
how many times are you eating a
issues are
day?
gone. Probably about 5 to 6.
Good.
Okay, that's a lot more.
Yes.
A lot more than you were eating. Is that the first thing you changed, her eating?
Well, yeah, the lifestyle change is definitely part of the program. But if we just changed her lifestyle, she would have never lost 105 pounds within that time frame, or ever, because she still had those broken problems in her body that needed to be corrected.
And that's the important part, fixing those problems to then fix the rest of your life. I think that's really important. If you want to find out more information about Dr. Scott, head over to our webpage at goodforutah.com/GTU, and we'll give you all that information there. You can see his also information up there. You can call 800-453-0286 or click onto his website as well. But thanks for coming in, guys.
Well, and
we really
congratulations.
appreciate it.
Thank
Good
you.
job. You planning on losing any more?
I'd like to, yes.
Oh, how much more? 5
20.
pounds. Another 20?
Yes.
I don't know if you can do it,
goodness
Debbie.
me.
I don't know if you can do it.
Well, maybe with cooking what I'm just about to cook, 1 meal.
Well, you don't
in
use a
one
lot
pot.
of pots, Troy. You just throw it all in one spot. It's our pin of the week, Glenn.
I like the sound
think
of
this
that.
is my sort of meal.
Fewer dishes, perfect. And later on in the kitchen, wild Alaskan salmon with a unique sauce that's easy to make.